and the customer's eyes were covered, something sinister would happen. Invisible to the human eye, a group of demons would materialize in the corners of the salon. They were hideous, malevolent beings with grotesque forms and malicious intentions. These demons were the source of Bisi's supernatural speed and skill. They would assist her. She had mirrors in her salon, but you could not look unless... In a modern and industrialized corner of Lagos, a place some people call the city that never sleeps, there was a hair salon that stood out among the rest. It wasn't just the vibrant decor or the prime location that drew people in. It was the magic that seemed to flow from the hands of its owner, Sister Bisi. Known to all as the best hairdresser in Lagos, Bisi's reputation was unmatched. Her hands moved with a speed and precision that left customers in awe, and every hairstyle she crafted was nothing short of perfection. Everyone who visited Sister Bisi's salon left with more than just a beautiful hairstyle. They left with a sense of satisfaction that bordered on euphoria. As if Bisi had not just styled their hair, but had also infused them with a bit of her own charm. People spoke of her kindness, her generosity, and her unwavering commitment to helping those in need. Bisi was known to donate large sums of money to the poor, contribute generously to churches and mosques, and support various charitable causes. She was loved by all, revered even, as a woman of great virtue and compassion. But beneath the surface of her success and benevolence lay a secret, a dark hidden truth that no one could have imagined. Sister Bisi had one peculiar rule in her salon, a rule that all her clients accepted without question. Anyone who came to make their hair had to wear a blindfold until the work was done. She had mirrors in her shop, but they were strictly off limits during the styling process. "It's all part of the experience," Bisi would say with a warm smile. "I want you to see your new look for the first time in its entirety. It's a surprise, a gift from me to you." The customers, enchanted by Bisi's personality and the quality of her work, never questioned this strange requirement. They trusted her completely, believing that her only motive was to enhance their experience. They would sit in her chair, allow themselves to be blindfolded, and wait patiently as Bisi and her team worked their magic. What they didn't know was that Bisi was not working alone. As soon as the blindfolds were in place and the customer's eyes were covered, something sinister would happen. Invisible to the human eye, a group of demons would materialize in the corners of the salon. They were hideous, malevolent beings with grotesque forms and malicious intentions. These demons were the source of Bisi's supernatural speed and skill. They would assist her in weaving their dark magic into the hair of her clients, feeding on the life force and destinies of the unsuspecting men and women who came to her for beauty. In exchange for allowing the demons to feed on her clients, Bisi was granted immense wealth, long life, and unparalleled success. The demons ensured that every hair she touched would turn out flawless, making her the most sought after hairdresser in all of Lagos. But the cost was far greater than anyone could have imagined. With every strand of hair she styled, Bisi was not just crafting a beautiful look, she was also slowly draining the essence of her clients, leaving them unknowingly weakened and vulnerable. For years, Bisi's secret remained hidden, and her business continued to thrive. But as with all dark secrets, the truth was destined to come to light. One fateful day, a new customer walked into Bisi's salon. She was a little girl, no more than 7 years old, with bright, curious eyes and a sweet, innocent demeanor. Her name was Tenny, and she had come to the salon with her father, a devout pastor known for his deep spiritual insights and unwavering faith. Temi had been excited about getting her hair done at the famous salon. But as soon as she stepped inside, she felt an odd sensation, a prickling at the back of her neck, as if she were being watched by unseen eyes. Temi had a gift that few people knew about. She could see things that others couldn't, things that existed beyond the physical realm. She had always been able to see spirits, both good and bad, and she had learned to recognize the signs of their presence. As she walked into Bisi's salon, she immediately sensed that something was wrong. The moment she stepped into the salon, Temi saw them, the demons, lurking in the shadows, their grotesque forms twisted with malice. They watched her with hungry eyes, eager for the chance to feed on her innocence and vitality. But Temi, though young, was wise beyond her years. She knew that showing fear would only make things worse, so she kept her composure, pretending that she didn't see the demonic creatures hovering around the room. Bisi greeted Temi with her usual warmth and charm, completely unaware that the little girl could see through the veil of darkness that surrounded her. "Welcome, my dear," Bisi said, smiling as she led Temi to the chair. "You are going to look so beautiful when we are done. Are you ready for a surprise?" Temi nodded, her heart pounding in her chest. "Yes, ma'am," she replied, trying to keep her voice steady. Bisi handed her a blindfold, and Temi hesitated for a moment before putting it on. As soon as the blindfold covered her eyes, she felt the air in the room grow colder, and the presence of the demons became even more intense. Bisi began to work on Temi's hair, her hands moving with unnatural speed and precision as the demons gathered around, eager to begin their feast. But Temi was not like Bisi's other customers. She had the power to see the truth, and she was not about to let these dark forces take advantage of her. In one swift motion, Temi reached up and tore off the blindfold, her eyes flying open. What she saw in the mirror made her blood run cold. The demons were no longer hiding, they were fully visible, their hideous forms reflected in the mirror's glass. Their eyes glowed with an airy light, and their twisted mouth curled with sinister grins as they prepared to consume her life force. Temi screamed, a sound so piercing and full of terror that it sent the demons recoiling in surprise. She leaped from the chair and ran out of the salon, her heart pounding in her chest. "Daddy, Daddy!" she cried, her voice trembling with fear. Her father, the pastor, was waiting in the reception area, reading his Bible as he always did. When he heard his daughter's screams, he jumped to his feet, his heart racing with concern. "Temi, what's wrong?" he called out as he rushed to meet her. "Daddy, there are demons in the salon," Temi gasped, grabbing her father's hand. "I saw them in the mirror. They are helping Sister Bisi do people's hair." The pastor's eyes widened in shock. He had always been a man of faith, but he had never imagined that such evil could be lurking so close to home. Without a moment's hesitation, he followed Temi back into the salon, determined to confront whatever darkness awaited them. As they entered the salon, the pastor felt a heavy, oppressive presence in the air. He glanced at the mirrors on the walls and saw to his horror the reflection of demons that Temi had described. They were hideous creatures, their forms twisted and grotesque, with eyes that burned with an unnatural fire. The pastor's heart filled with righteous anger as he faced the demons. He was not afraid, for he knew that his faith in God would protect him and his daughter from these dark forces. "In the name of Jesus," he shouted, his voice ringing with authority, "I command you to leave this place." The demons hissed and shrieked, their forms writhing in pain as the pastor's words struck them like a physical blow, but they did not leave. They were bound to the salon by the dark pact they had made with Bisi, and they could not be banished so easily. Bisi, realizing that her secret had been exposed, tried to intervene. "Please, Pastor, don't do this," she pleaded, her voice trembling with fear. "You don't understand. Without them, I'll lose everything." The pastor turned to her, his expression stern. "You've been deceived, Bisi. These demons have tricked you into thinking they've given you wealth and success. But all they've done is lead you down a path of destruction. Repent and turn away from this evil before it's too late." But Bisi was too far gone. The demons had a hold on her soul, and she could not let go of the power they had given her. "No!" she screamed, her eyes with desperation. "I can't lose this. I won't." With a final desperate cry, Bisi lunged at the pastor, trying to stop him from casting out the demons. But as she did, something incredible happened. The pastor's faith radiated from him like a beacon of light, and the demons, unable to withstand its power, began to disintegrate into thin air. One by one, they vanished, their shrieks of agony echoing in the room as they were banished from the earthly realm. Bisi's scream of rage turned into a wail of despair as she felt the demon's power leaving her. The wealth, the success, the beauty, it all began to crumble before her eyes. In that moment, she lost everything. Her mind shattered under the weight of a loss, and she fell to the ground, laughing and crying hysterically. The pastor and Tammy watched in silence as Bisi descended into madness. The woman who had once been the most successful hairdresser in Lagos was now a broken shell of her former self, her sanity consumed by the very demons she had invited into her life. The ever-busy Lagos market became Bisi's new home, where she wandered aimlessly, her once beautiful clothes torn and dirty, her hair matted and unkempt. She muttered to herself, speaking in tongues that no one could understand, laughing at things only she could see. The people who had once admired her now avoided her, crossing the street when they saw her coming. The woman who had been loved and revered was now a mad woman, lost to the world and to herself. News of Bisi's downfall spread quickly through Lagos, and it wasn't long before the authorities arrived at her salon. They found it empty, abandoned, and eerily quiet. The mirrors that had once reflected the images of the beautiful hairstyles Bisi had crafted were now shattered, as if struck by some unseen force. The salon was in ruins, its walls crumbling, its furniture overturned. It was as if the very foundation of the building had been shaken by the darkness that once resided within it. The government, fearing that the salon had been tainted by evil, ordered its demolition. Workers arrived with bulldozers and sledgehammers, and within days, the salon that had once been the pride of Lagos was reduced to rubble. The land was left barren, a stark reminder of the dark secrets that had been buried there. But the story did not end there. The pastor, realizing the importance of what had happened, took it upon himself to warn others of the dangers that lurked in the unseen world. He began preaching with renewed fervor, urging people to strengthen their faith and be vigilant against the forces of darkness that sought to corrupt and destroy. He encouraged other hairdressers and business owners to install more mirrors in their shops as a safeguard against any hidden evil that might be lurking. "Let the light shine in every corner," he would say, "for where there is light, darkness cannot reside." His words resonated with the people of Lagos, and soon, mirrors became a common feature in shops and businesses throughout the city. The people, once oblivious to the spiritual realm, became more aware of the unseen forces at play in their lives. They prayed more fervently, seeking protection and guidance. And the sense of community and faith grew stronger as a result. As for Temi, the little girl who had seen the truth, she continued to grow in her gift. Her father guided her, teaching her to use her abilities for good, to help others, and to stay strong in her faith. She became known as a young prophetess, a child with the wisdom of the ages, and people from all over came to seek her counsel. But despite all that had happened, the memory of Sister Bisi lingered in the hearts of the people. Her story became a cautionary tale, a reminder that not everything that glitters is gold, and that the pursuit of wealth and success at any cost can lead to ruin. The people of Lagos learned to be more discerning, to look beyond the surface, and to trust in the power of faith and righteousness. In the years that followed, the land where Bisi's salon once stood was transformed into a small park. A single stone marker was placed at the center, engraved with a simple message: "Beware the unseen and trust in the light." The park became a place of reflection where people would come to pray, to meditate, and to remember the lessons learned from Bisi's tragic story. The city of Lagos, once enchanted by the beauty and speed of Sister Bisi's work, had learned that there were greater things to value: truth, integrity, and the power of faith. And so, life went on in Lagos, with the people wiser and more aware of the world beyond the physical. The story of Sister Bisi, the hairdresser who fell from grace, became a legend, passed down through generations as a reminder of the forces that exist beyond our sight, and the importance of guarding one's soul against the temptations of darkness. The end. We hope you enjoyed the story you just watched. Please subscribe to our channel and like this video, as it helps us create more videos like this for you to enjoy. Thank you.